Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mystic Temple Spirituality for a New Age. I'm Monica Bay, also known as the Divine Mother, and I am here to bring you truth. All right, so it's been a while since we've had a formal divinity session. The Cosmic Collective Consciousness has been on a meditation kick, okay? Because this is apparently what everyone needed right now. But so hopefully you guys have been following along and doing all the meditations. I've been getting great feedback from all of you around the meditations and how instrumental they've been towards your journey and towards your growth already, and really healing as well. Because again, the times that we're in right now, it's really, really important, as we've been saying, as I've been saying, is it's really important that we are doing the work. We're doing the work within ourselves, within our lives, so that we can begin to usher in this new world. But before that new world can be ushered in, we need to be okay. We need to be on our path, and we need to wake up, right? We need to wake up to our divinity. And that's what today is actually about. Today's passage in the book of Rashida is really diving in even deeper into the concept of divinity being within you. But before we get into that, I want to just have you guys ground for a little bit. I want to, make sure you guys are coming into this session with the right energy, and we are setting the groundwork for an amazing session and amazing awakenings as well within yourselves. Okay, so I want you to just take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Take another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Now this time when you inhale, I want you to inhale light and exhale darkness, stress, anything, any weight that you've been carrying on you. Okay? We're going to go. And inhale light and exhale darkness. One more time. We're inhaling light. Hold it. Really feeling that light integrating in our entire body. And then we're exhaling stress, darkness, heaviness, burden. And so I want you to just relax right now and kind of sit within yourself. Just really focus your energy on your being that is inside of you, the being of light that you truly are. Just focus on that energy really quick and just feel that energy as it flows, as it vibrates within you. And you can begin feeling grounded, stabilized, safe, present in this present moment. Okay. And before we begin, I want to light this candle. And as this candle burns, I want you to be reminded of the light that's within, the flame that you have within yourself, with your own divinity. That is the flame inside, your power, your divinity, the knowledge, the remembrance of who you truly are. Eshna popo eshna sha. 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 And I'm sending this energy to all of you watching. Eshna popo eshna sha. E mabriel. 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 Eshna popo eshna sha. And as you know, for those of you who have been watching for a while already know that that chant is from the Cosmic Collective Consciousness in the divine language. And it essentially opens up your light. It opens up your divinity. And it helps you anchor in and remember who you really are. So as you chant that in concentration and in presence, you will feel your divinity lighting up. You will feel your light beginning to shine. Now, many of us find ourselves searching for answers. I know you at home know, or you watching wherever you are, know or resonate with that and have felt that in many, many times where you're searching for answers, you're searching for answers. Even those of you who know that you're psychic and know that you have power, you still search for answers. A lot of times what ends up happening is we search for answers outside of ourselves. But the truth that the book of Rashida has been stating this whole time, and I've been stating this whole time, is that all of the answers are inside of you. There's nothing wrong with using tools. There's nothing wrong with that. But you must do that with the acknowledgement that everything is in here. When you put the power in someone else's hands, when you put the power in something else's hands, you take the power away from yourself. And it's super, super important that you keep the power with you because that's where it belongs. That's where it resides. That's where it has always been. And that's the biggest lie of this illusionary reality. And the biggest lie in our society is that we are powerless and that the power is always outside of us. It's never outside of us. Never, never. Everything else is an aid to our own being and to our own power. Every single tool that you can possibly use to seek answers, whether that is psychic or mundane, however you are seeking answers and seeking, searching and searching and searching outside of yourself for truth, outside of yourself for uh, for guidance about the future and things like that. Everything that you can ever want to know is within yourself. Now, I know that's easier said than done because not everyone knows how to access it. And this is what I've been teaching you at Mystic Temple. This is what the Book of Rashida has been teaching you. And if you're in the Mystic Temple Facebook group, if you're not, join. If you're in the Mystic Temple Facebook group or in the Mystic Temple mailing list, you've been getting, a lot of different tools in addition to these divinity sessions in order to help you get that. And definitely, if you're a Mystic University student, you are already far ahead of the game. So it's important, though. This is what I've been giving you. So I want to make sure you guys are using your tools, using the information that you've been given, because it's so important for you to really understand who you are and understand your own power. But not only understand your power, but actually revert to yourself when you need the truth of something, when you really need, you are the final say. Okay? I don't care how many guides and whoever you have going, whatever you have going on. I don't care how much you have. You are the final say. You have to pay attention to how things feel within your body, how things feel within your spirit. You are your guiding light. You are your guiding light. Other people, certainly, the divinity comes through other people. Other people are there to guide you. Other people are there to help you. But at the end of the day, everything starts and stops with you. Always remember that. Everything starts and stops with you. And while I think that's amazing, a lot of people, a lot of people don't think that's amazing. They get afraid when they hear that because they're like, "Oh no, I'm responsible for everything," and that can be scary. But that's only because you don't understand your power. Because if you understand your power, that's not scary at all. That's like saying, "Oh, I'm afraid of what's going to happen, yet I have the magic wand to make everything happen." What's scary about that? Because there's nothing to be afraid of if you're the one holding the wand. If you're the one, if you're the one in control, there's nothing to be afraid of because then you can control what's going on, right? But you have to understand that on a very, very deep level, very deep level. So we're going to get into the passage today that really talks a lot about this and goes even deeper. And it is as follows: See unto yourself for the answers, and you will see all that is. You have all inside of you, and you need not seek elsewhere. The flow is within you, and with you, and around you. You are the flow. The flow is you, separate but together. You are the true nature of the universe. See it as if you are seeing yourselves for the first time. So they said all that was needed to be said. Bam, and we're gone. No, seriously, they like literally that passage lays it out for you. It lays it out. Okay, but we're going to break that down. So, first, obviously, it talks about you having all the answers inside of you. That's what I just said, and that's what we've been saying, right? And you should know that by now. You have all the answers inside of you. And for those who didn't get the memo, you have all the answers inside of you. Okay, and then it goes on to talk about you are the flow. What is the flow? The flow is divinity. We talk about that a lot as well. The divinity, the divine nature. We're talking about essence here. Okay, you are the flow. We're not talking about our flesh. We're not talking about our physical bodies. We're talking about our essence, the essence that is inside of your physical body. It is the flow. It is the flow of divine energy that flows through all things. That divine energy is the energy from which we come, right? We are just pieces of a whole. And there's another divinity session earlier that talks about that as well. We are pieces of the whole that have come into this experience to experience, right? And to remember through that experience. And it says the flow is within you and around you because it is everything. So this is really also talking about the nature of reality. And we talk about that a lot as well, about how we are living in an illusionary reality. This is talking about the nature of reality. The divine flows through us, but the divine also flows through all things. The divine is also this candle. The divine is also this feather fan. The divine is also this sage. The divine is also the air around me, is also my aura. The divine flows through all things, and that is you. So, what does that say about you? You are all things. That's what that says about you. That is the ultimate truth, is that everything is you. You are all things. And it even states, you are the true nature of the universe. What does that mean? You are the true nature of the universe, not the false nature. You are the true nature of the universe. The nature of the universe is the coding behind this illusion. Remember, the universe is all also part of the illusion. Everything that we see, the planets, the stars, all of those things are all part of the illusion, all part of the fabric of this illusionary reality, and all part of our consciousness. And so when we say that you are the true nature of the universe, again, you are everything. You are everything. So for those of you who have been brought up under some kind of dogma or religion that tells you that you are nothing, that you are just a sinner, that you are this and that, understand this truth. This truth shatters all of those lies. It shatters all of those illusions, because how can you be down here when you are everything? You are everything. And how great is everything? How powerful is that? And this is why these truths are coming through the book of Rashida and through me right now, is because this is so important for you to really understand the concept of this. You are everything. The book of Rashida states, you are the universe, the nature, the true nature of the universe itself. I mean, that you can't get any bigger than that. Not in this reality, you can't. So understand that. Understand that you are great. You are greatness becoming. I'm going to state that again. You are greatness becoming. You are divinity who has come into this physical plane to experience itself. You are the universe. You are the flow. You are everything. And then it says, see it as if you are seeing yourself for the first time. So there's a lot packed into that one sentence. See it, meaning unveil, see the truth, right, about who you are. And as if you are seeing yourself for the first time. This is a calling to dismantle all perceptions of yourself, dismantle all perceptions of your ego, to dismantle all perceptions of your being through the lens of your ego, the I am. That is what the ego is, the I am, your self identity, the illusion of separation. So think about that for a minute. Who are you outside of that? See it as if you are seeing yourselves for the first time. It's calling you to look at yourself anew, to look at yourself like you've never seen yourself before. Look at yourself through this lens of being everything, of being all. Once you do that, you will really, truly start to see this world completely differently. Your perspective of life will change. Your perspective of all the things, because we talk a lot about in the book of Rashida, all the things that don't matter in the world that we're focusing on, right? All the things that don't actually matter to our life purpose, our soul growth, and our vessel. And those are three pillars, by the way, that the cosmic collective consciousness gave me. It's also part of uh, Pathways to Divine Consciousness and Fulfillment program, which is a joint program between Mystic Temple and Mystic University. So you'll see that link down here. If you are not aware of that, I haven't talked about that in a while, but that came out last year. It's still going. It's going to keep going. We're taking people from 3D consciousness to 10D consciousness, and this is an entire system given by the Cosmic Collective Consciousness. I will be unveiling a new part of the system this week, actually, coming up. But so yeah, join that if you haven't caught that memo. You got to join that definitely. You can pick up at any time and join. Um, and by the way, all proceeds from that program go as a donation to Mystic Temple. And so yes, so check that link out. But there's three pillars that they have revealed, or three pillars that uh, of life. It's called three pillars of life. And the first pillar is your vessel. Your vessel is not just your physical body. Your vessel comprises of three things. Your vessel is your physical body, your energy system, and your mind. Okay, so that encompasses your vessel. That's the first pillar. The second pillar is your life purpose. The third pillar is your soul growth. So when we're talking about things that don't matter, right? Because these three pillars are all that matter in life. Okay, that's what these three pillars are for. These three pillars are everything that matters in life. Everything outside of these three pillars is just supplemental to these three pillars. All the stuff that goes on that we think is so important to our lives is not the point. None of that is the point. It's part of the experience, and they're fine and they supplement, but they only help hold up and help support those three pillars, because that is the purpose of our incarnation. So if you want to know more about the three pillars, again, join the Facebook group because we talked about that, but also join the Pathways to Divine Consciousness and Fulfillment program, and work all that out. You'll get all that information, but it's super deep and it goes way, way deeper than that. But I bring that up because these three pillars are all that matters. And so when we're focusing on all these things in life, and when we start looking at ourselves through the correct lens of who we really are and that we are everything, then we can start to see the truth of that. And then we can start to actually focus on those three pillars so that we may begin to graduate from the cycles of rebirth. And there's a whole lot on that. I may just do a divinity session on also the cycles of rebirth and all of that. But this is seeing yourself through this lens is groundbreaking. It shatters all of what you have seen yourself as before when you start to see yourself through this lens, and it accelerates your spiritual growth. It accelerates your power, your ability to actually wield your power in this world. When you realize that you are the universe, what can't you do in your life? What can't you do in your life? That is full empowerment. That is full empowerment. And that's what I'm all for. I want all of you to be fully empowered to control your life, fully empowered to flow through your incarnation, fully empowered to be happy in your and fulfilled in your actual experiences here. You are here to experience the human experience. You are also here to experience a spiritual awakening within the human experience, to remember who you are, to become lucid in the dream. I'm going to bring it back to the original or the first sentence in that passage, which talks about you seeking things outside of yourself, and you don't need to seek anything outside of yourself, because everything is within you. So when you see yourself also as the universe itself, and you see yourself as the flow itself, what is there outside of you? What is there outside of you to seek? There's nothing to seek. When you are looking for something, when you are uh, desiring a particular state of being, all you need to do is become it. I want you to think about that. All you need to do is become that state of being. When you are looking for something to happen in your reality, all you need to do is recognize your own role in it, your own power in it as it flows through you. And everything becomes clear. Everything becomes easier. And when you master this, hashtag Mystic University, because that's what we teach there. When you master this, you become all that is. You become the master of your destiny. You become the master of your reality. And you begin to actually, really, truly contribute to the rising of this world instead of its downfall. Ask yourself, what are you contributing right now? And it doesn't have to be anything physical, right? Because we are a collective consciousness here on this planet. What are you contributing to our rising? If you can't answer that question, then you're not doing your part. We are all in this together. What are you contributing to the rising? Ask yourself that and really be honest with yourself. And I have a journal prompt for you. So I want you to journal after you watch this. I want you to journal and ask yourself the question of, now that I recognize, or if I recognize, or with the recognition of me as the universe, of me as the actual flow, which is the divine energy, how will I move differently through life? How will I move differently through difficult situations? How will I make better decisions in the face of conflict or the face of chaos or the face of fear or any of those things? How will I handle things like fear? I know this is a long journal prompt, but I want you to pick pick and choose which parts of that you want to answer, but really all of it, please, because just answering this will help you start to integrate this message. Because, like I always say, we don't want to just talk about it, we want to be about it. So this isn't just about me telling you things and giving you messages and so on and so forth. I want you to integrate these things. These need to be integrated, these messages. The Book of Rashida didn't come here for fun, okay? It came here to change you. It came here to awaken you. So I want you to actually do this journal prompt afterwards and see where that takes you. And if you don't know what the answers are to those questions, put pen to paper, just start writing. Trust me, it'll all flow. Why? Because you have all the answers inside of you. All right. So with that being said, I'm going to close with a prayer in the divine language, which essentially means peace be unto you, Zor Kumti, and I'll see you next time.
Every star that lights the night, every wave that kisses the shore, they're all pieces of your glow, flowing through this endless lore. You are the universe unchained, fluent through every vein. You can be fire, you can be rain, a force no soul can contain. You are the universe unchained, fluent through every vein. You can be fire, you can be rain, a force no soul can contain. Feel the wind, it's your own breath. Hear the beats beneath the earth. Every spark that bursts to life is a sign of your true worth. You are the universe unbound, in every sky, in every sound. You can rise, you can astound, on this endless path profound. You are the universe unbound, in every sky, in every sound. You can rise, you can astound, on this endless path profound. When you doubt, just close your eyes. Feel the cosmos as it collides. There's no end, no divide. You're the vastness come alive. You are the universe untamed, through every heart your love engraved. You can create, rewrite the frame, the stars and you burn the same.